I knew my marriage was over the moment my husband looked at the man I'd been secretly sleeping with, smiled, and said, "I still owe you one." Ryan nearly dropped the beer he was holding. I forgot how to breathe, because as far as I knew, they had never met. People imagine getting caught as one explosive moment. Screaming, accusations, slamming doors. Mine began with a favor I didn't know existed. Ryan and I had been together for almost a year. We worked in different departments, met during a company charity event. One conversation became lunch. Lunch became drinks. Drinks became hotel rooms. Eventually, we stopped pretending we'd ever intended to stop. The one rule was simple. He stayed away from my real life. No family gatherings, no neighborhood parties, no social media. No chance of ever crossing paths with Noah. That rule survived exactly 11 months. My company hosted its annual summer picnic at a large public park. Employees could bring spouses, children, friends. Almost everyone came. I tried convincing Noah to stay home. He insisted. "I've heard so much about your coworkers." I smiled, pretended to be excited. Inside, I felt sick. Ryan wasn't supposed to attend. He almost never came to company events. Then, the morning of the picnic, I got a message. "Looks like I'm coming after all." My hands started shaking. The park was packed. Food trucks, live music, softball games, hundreds of employees scattered across the grounds. It would have been easy to avoid each other. At least, that's what I kept telling myself. Around noon, I spotted Ryan across the field. He saw me, then noticed Noah beside me. We both immediately looked away. Good. Maybe we'd survive the day. Then Noah waved. Not at me. At Ryan. "Hey." Ryan froze, slowly lifted one hand, unsure whether he should wave back. Then Noah started walking toward him. Every step felt like another nail in my coffin. Ryan looked at me, his eyes asking the same question racing through my head. How does he know me? Noah reached him, grinned, held out his hand. "Good to see you again." Ryan hesitated, then shook it. "You too." It wasn't convincing. Noah laughed. "I was beginning to think I'd never get the chance to repay you." My stomach twisted. "Repay him?" Ryan blinked. "I'm sorry?" Noah nodded. "The flat tire." Silence. "I still owe you one." Ryan stared at him. Then something changed in his expression. Recognition. "Oh, that." Noah smiled. "That." My heart pounded. Months earlier, before my affair had even started, Noah had called me from the highway. His truck had blown a tire. His phone battery was almost dead. He'd mentioned that a stranger had stopped to help him. Changed the tire, refused money, then drove away before Noah even learned his name. I remembered him telling me that story. I never asked what the man looked like. Neither had Noah. Apparently, that stranger had been Ryan. Neither of them had realized who the other was. Until now. Noah clapped Ryan gently on the shoulder. "You saved me 2 hours that day." Ryan forced a smile. Anyone would have done it. "No." Noah shook his head. "They wouldn't." The words landed heavily. "I've wanted to thank you ever since." Ryan glanced toward me, then back at Noah. Neither of us knew what to do. Noah looked around. "Come have lunch with us." My blood ran cold. Ryan immediately shook his head. "I don't want to intrude." "Nonsense." Noah smiled. "You've already helped my family once." Family. The word nearly broke me. Ryan reluctantly followed us. The three of us sat together beneath a large oak tree. Noah talked. Ryan answered politely. I barely touched my food. Every laugh felt unbearable. Every joke made me feel smaller. Eventually, Noah stood. I'll grab us some drinks. The moment he disappeared, Ryan whispered, What do we do? I don't know. I had no idea. Neither did I. For the first time since the affair began, we weren't hiding from Noah. We were hiding from the kindness he didn't know he was showing. When Noah returned, he handed Ryan a cold bottle of water. Seriously, I owe you. Ryan looked down. You don't owe me anything. Noah smiled sadly. I think I do. Then, almost too quietly to hear, he added, More than you know. Ryan looked up. Their eyes met. Something passed between them. Ryan understood first. Color disappeared from his face. When did you find out? I whispered. Noah calmly opened his drink. 6 months ago. 6 months. 6 months of dinners, vacations, movie nights, birthdays. 6 months of him already knowing. Every memory shifted. The patience, the quiet, the smiles. He hadn't forgotten the man who helped him on the highway. He simply never imagined that same man would eventually help destroy his marriage. Ryan slowly stood. I should go. Noah nodded. I think that's best. Ryan looked at me, opened his mouth, closed it again, then quietly walked away across the park. He never looked back. The picnic continued. Children laughed, music played. Someone started another softball game. No one around us had any idea a marriage had just ended beneath the shade of that oak tree. When we got home, Noah disappeared upstairs. He returned carrying a large manila envelope. Divorce papers, already signed, already dated, already waiting. I stared at them before quietly asking, Why tell him you owed him one? Noah looked out the kitchen window. Because I did. I frowned. He helped me once. A long pause. Without him, I might have been stranded on that highway all afternoon. Another pause. He didn't know who I was. He just stopped because someone needed help. Tears filled my eyes. So why now? Noah picked up the envelope, placed it in my hands. Because life has a strange sense of humor. He smiled. Not happily, just tired. The man who once helped me became the man who hurt me most. He walked toward the stairs, stopped halfway up. Without turning around, he quietly said, I wasn't thanking him for the affair. A long silence followed. I was thanking him for reminding me that people aren't only one thing. Then he disappeared upstairs. I sat alone at the kitchen table until long after sunset. The divorce papers in front of me. The untouched picnic wristband still around my wrist. Sometimes I still think about that day. Not because my husband discovered the affair. Not because Ryan left. Not even because of the divorce. The hardest part was realizing that life doesn't divide people into heroes and villains. The same man who once pulled over to help a stranded stranger later became the man who helped break that stranger's marriage. And the moment my husband quietly said, I still owe you one, I realized that the debt he was talking about had already been repaid. Just not in the way any of us expected.